if you have a child, you know, in a distant future, in a near future, in future, um, and she wants to participate in a pageant platform, an opportunity, what would you tell her?
If it's their choice, I would support them. But if they ask me for my opinion, I would not encourage it.
I think मैले सुरुमा मेरो उत्तरमा के भनेको थिएँ, समय एकदमै परिवर्तनशील र प्रगतिशील पनि छ र समय सँगसँगै चल्न पर्ने आवश्यक जति मेरो हुन्छ त्यति नै भविष्यमा आउने मेरो बालबालिकाको पनि हुनसक्छ। सो अभिभावक भइसकेपछि मैले गर्नुपर्ने काम भनेको के हो भनेर भन्दाखेरि उहाँले राखेको इच्छाहरू, उहाँले राखेको सोचहरूलाई मैले कसरी त्यसमा सपोर्ट गरिदिन सक्छु, गाइड गर्न सक्ने सम्म मेरो रोल हुनुपर्छ जस्तो लाग्छ।
Interesting. First of all, it's not a distant question for me. Like the amount of baby fever I have is insane. And whatever I'm doing, even in climate action or environment go kurama, I keep on thinking about that little girl or the little boy very much, because that's like a future that I want to build. And there have been like recent conversations pani jasma चाहिँ beauty pageant discontinued पनि भएको छ, because again the term itself is very outdated भनेर. And I find it a very interesting take.
With my experience at pageantry, if my daughter once came up to me in the near future and said, I want to take part in Miss Nepal or any other pageantry line, I would say yes. What I've experienced through the years, and especially with my representation at the international stage, is that when you go out, you realize that people are found young and they watch them grow. So things that I am learning, things that Nepali beauty passion winners are learning in 5 to 6 months amount of time, girls are learning from ages and ages since they've been found, since they've found their desire to participate in a pageantry line. So if that were to happen to us, imagine what we could have done.
Well, if my daughter or son would want to participate in a pageant, I would definitely support them. यस्तो हो, अब बच्चाहरूमा कुनै पनि कुरा थुपार्नु हुँदैन जस्तो लाग्छ कि you cannot be, the generational trauma should break, and this is the right time to do that. So I cannot be putting on my aspirations of career हुन सक्छ. Maybe I wanted to become an engineer, maybe I wanted to do this or that in life. I'll never put that on my child. If he or she wants to pursue something, I'll just support them.
प्लिज डु पार्टिसिपेट, प्रिपेयर गरेर जाऊ, जित्नलाई पनि हार्नलाई पनि, त्यो चाहिँ म भन्छु। तर म एकचोटि आफूलाई पनि इच्छा चाहिँ छ होइन, मिस नेपाल अथवा अरू कुनै पेजेन्ट्स कम्पिटिसन उसको वेमा आयो भने चाहिँ म पठाउँछु डेफिनेटली, बट जस्ट गो विदाउट द अट्याचमेन्ट टु द रिजल्ट्स चाहिँ भन्छु। बिकज मलाई मिस वर्ल्डमा जाँदाखेरि हुन्छ नि दुईचोटि ब्युटी विथ द पर्पस जितिसकेको छ, मल्टिमिडिया छ, आई कुड नेभर इन्जोय, अनेस्टली स्पिकिङ आई कुड नट इन्जोय माई टाइम देयर, त्यस्तो ब्युटिफुल आइल्यान्डमा।
पछि भन्छ भने पनि 18 वर्षसम्मको पछिको उमेरमा त्यो डिसिजनलाई म पक्कै पनि सपोर्ट गर्छु होला। तर एकदमै कम सानो उमेर छ भने चाहिँ त्यो चिजलाई चाहिँ म त्यही कन्ट्रोल सकेसम्म रोक्न चाहन्छु, किनकि पेजेन्ट्रीको न्यारेटिभ जसरी बनिया छ, जसरी अहिलेको टाइममा पेजेन्ट जस्तो छ बच्चाहरूको लागि, स्पेसली सानसानो बच्चाहरूको लागि, त्यसको लागि चाहिँ म कतै न कतिसम्म विवादित लाग्छ भनेर भन्दाखेरि सामाजिक सञ्जालमा आफ्नो बालबालिकाको सोसियल मिडिया अकाउन्ट बनाउने, उहाँहरूको प्रोफाइल्सहरू, उहाँको भिडियोजहरू सबै अल ओभर द इन्टरनेट जान्छ र उहाँले जबसम्म एउटा उमेरमा पुग्नुहुन्छ त्यहाँ भ्यालिडेसन भन्ने चिज एकदम महत्त्वपूर्ण भनेर पहिल्यै उहाँलाई मैले चाहिँ ब्रेनस्टर्म गरिसकेका हुन्छु। सो त्यो गर्न चाहिँ मलाई मन छैन र यो त्यतिसम्म विवादित हो जस्तो लाग्छ पेजेन्ट्रीमा पठाउने कुरामा पनि।
Just because I think in my days, back in the days, there weren't that many platforms to sort of, voice your opinion or to be even just recognized or known. And Miss Nepal or this beauty pageant was one such platform that was looked at as not just beauty, but someone who's very smart. And this girl is talented. She can speak. She has that stage presence. She's a confident girl. So that was the image. And that's what I was striving to be.
Regardless of that being science, medicine, engineering, pageantry, media field, I think anything is, good as until they have that passion for it, I'll be their safety net for sure. But whatever they pursue, I'll definitely, support them. And pageantry has been a great platform for me in terms of personal development and growth, especially because I was a very shy and introverted kid as a child.
So us as parents, not us as me, I haven't been there yet, but if I were to be a parent and if I saw my child interested in pageantry, I would definitely give her one scope of environment where she's openly learning about tips and tricks about how to juggle in the world of pageantry as well, because it's not just about walking and talking like people think. It's about knowing yourself. It's about knowing where you come from, knowing where you belong to. These are very self-retrospective stuff that women and children have to learn from really young age.
आफ्नो सोच बुझ पुऱ्याइसकेपछि म प्याजेन्ट्रीमा जान चाहन्छु है मम्मी भन्नुभयो भने आमा जान मन छ भन्यो भने मेरो साथ रहन्छ तर उहाँको जर्नी कस्तो हुन्छ उहाँको जीवन कस्तो हुनुपर्ने छ भन्ने निर्णय मेरो हुन सक्दैन
I could never enjoy के मलाई चाहिँ I was constantly under pressure ला मान्छेले के भन्छ म जितेन भने म यति ठाउँसम्म पुगिन भने के हुन्छ भन्ने कुराले चाहिँ so there were other contestants हैन जो different countries बाट आउनु भएको थियो अनि हाम्रो नेपालमा चाहिँ मिस नेपाललाई एकदम ठुलै मानिन्छ हैन जस्तो जे भए पनि मिस नेपाल भनिसकेपछि ठुलै नै टाइटल मानिन्छ अनि त्यो प्रेसर पनि त्यस्तै हुन्छ बाहिरतिर चाहिँ they just take it as one of the milestone रहेछ के सिम्पल आयो एउटा कम्पिटिसनमा पार्ट लियो represent गर्यो गयो भन्ने हुँदो रहेछ so I could see like 19-year-olds 18-year-olds coming हैन 2021 को आएर they were just enjoying क्या उनीहरुलाई भालै थिएन क्या म पढ्छु कि पढ्दिन मलाई अर्गनाइजरले कुन वेमा हेर्छ मेरो कन्ट्री हुन्छ नि डाइरेक्टरले कुन वेमा हेर्छ they did not give a flying duck about anything.
So it doesn't need to be like beauty pageant. ठ्याक्क यस्तै नै भइराख्यो भने again it will be very irrelevant by the time my daughter is born, let's say. So, but it's also such a fun platform to showcase your talents, to talk about different topics, to learn to groom yourself as well. So I wouldn't, hold my child back if they want to be a part of it. My best friend ले चाहिँ मलाई मिस नेपाल जोइन गर्नु अगाडि चाहिँ she gave a long history of like beauty pageants and even we googled about it because it's historically एकदम male gaze मा tailored भएको हुन्छ. And her question was, do you want to support that patriarchy kind of beauty pageant? That's a big question, but I know you can do it. She had that kind of.
So I want to mention one of the things my mother did as well. As soon as she figured I had a keen interest in pageantry, I used to study in Darjeeling, and I was back here for high school around 2016. Then, since 2016 to 2019, I have witnessed all the pageant winners getting crowned because my mom felt if watching on television is something, going there, getting the vibrations, just knowing the vibe and understanding how you tackle the environment as a physical body at that stage would mean so much to me.
So this Karan, growing up in childhood, I had a lot of insecurities, Bunny, and I think this pageantry journey, it fuels up insecurities, Bunny. But what I believe is it really depends upon person to person, how you take the competition, how you take the value of sportsmanship. र तपाईले यो प्लेटफर्मलाई properly utilize गर्नुभयो भने the more you give in, the more you get out of it, because you can actually get out of a lot of good opportunities, a lot of good exposure, and it's not just about the crown, the title that you win. It's actually, the learnings that you can get that you can actually utilize in different aspects of your life. So if my child would want to go for pageantry, I would definitely.
Yeah, she told me that, and I think त्यो सबै एक्सेप्ट गरेर एन्ड देन म यसलाई कसरी चेन्ज गर्न खोज्दैछु म किन यसमा यसरी चाहिँ एसोसिएट नट फर द मेल गेजलाई चाहिँ आइ एम नट बिङ एसोसिएटेड आइ एम ओन्ली डुइङ इट फर माई एडभोकेसी एन्ड इफ देयर इज एनी पोइन्ट द्याट इट डजन्ट सर्भ माई एडभोकेसी देन आई हेभ टु मेक द्याट चोइस टु ड्रप इट सो त्यो एउटा चाहिँ एक्सेप्टेन्स लिएर चाहिँ आई हेड जोइन्ड इट एन्ड फर माई चाइल्ड टु आई वुड share all the history and how she wants to see the future of pageantry and how she wants her future to be seen as well, I think. त्यसरी चाहिँ मैले I would not hold her back.
But now there are so many platforms. What I want them is, rather than try and compete in like a set standard platform, to be so good at whatever they do that they are able to find their voice and recognition through their craft and through their talent, rather than through this standard.
बुझ ल्याएर आफ्नो डिसिजन्समा यदि उहाँ एकदमै कन्फिडेन्ट हुनुहुन्छ भने छोरी होस् या छोरा होस्, मिस नेपाल होस् या मिस्टर नेपाल होस्, म खुसी खुसी उहाँलाई साथ दिन चाहन्छु र त्यो साथ मेरो एकदमै पोजिटिभली आउँछ जस्तो लाग्छ.
And I feel like that helped me so much on my Miss Nepal stage as well. So all these things, I hope, inspires parents to also invest economically and emotionally on their children if they're wanting to come into pageantry.
I would love to see her participate in beauty pageants, and I think अबको मैले छोरी जन्माएर ब्युटी प्याजेन्टमा जाने बेलासम्म चाहिँ ब्युटी प्याजेन्ट्स भन्दा पनि अरू इम्पोर्टेन्ट कुराहरू पनि आउँछ होला, but I would love to see her participate in everything that's there. Not necessarily win, but just learn.